Hello and welcome back to On The Go with myself, Barry and Bassett. It's been a long while, but we're back and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you. Arsenal, we are used to that word fragile. Yes. So used for Arsenal. What do you think about that win against Everton? It was a massive resilience for Arsenal.
I think from the get-go of the match,
Yeah.
I don't think there was any sign of Everton threat to the end, and that should be a great credit to the Arsenal Football Club and also the manager Arteta, because he knew that the best way to go there and win is to not be sucked into their own style of play, and I think that's what he did. We made sure we controlled the crowd, that's Everton's crowd, and also we were able to control the style of play that was going to happen in the game. So that's why we saw the domination of 75% of the possession.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you can see from last season and previous season, we've not won there for like six occasions now. We've played there in 6 seasons. We've not won since the last time was when Aswenga was still coaching.
Yeah.
And from last season's performance and the way we played, you could see that, okay, Party was going physical. You could see that Ramsey was going long. He wasn't commanding his area so well. And you could see the changes in this match with Raya coming in. Rice obviously dominating the midfield.
Yeah, very well.
The likes of Havertz not making too much to offer. He hasn't given too much to offer for Arsenal football team this season. You saw Vieira coming in and showing what he can.
Yeah, I think without changes that Arteta made, I think it gave us the ability to play to that strength to the letter. Like if it was Ramsdale, there might have been a situation whereby we would have been launching the ball outside the pitch, up the pitch, rather than playing the way Raya played. And I think that's why I love what Arteta said after the post-match. He needs to change. He wants to change the perception of having two good goalkeepers in the team. I can remember a few years back, I think Real Madrid used to do it when they had Keylor Navas and Casillas, or Keylor Navas and David Lopez.
Yes.
We had situation of backup, so they had Pinto and they also had Valdez. So I think, and both of them were top class goalkeepers with their right. So I think that's what Arteta is doing this season. I think that's the best solution for us. We want to have two strengthful or strong players in each position. I think that's what helped the team in this match.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the Arsenal depth. But let's focus now on Raya and Ramsdale. You can see the fact that, okay, people are already making noise of Ramsdale is second choice now.
I haven't seen rumors of the fact that Chelsea are interested, but I don't think it's solid.
Exactly. So, like right now, like you said, Arteta said he doesn't want a situation whereby everybody thinks, or one player thinks, this position is my position. He wants everybody to see, like,
to be on their toes.
To be on their toes, and he wants to change the view of goalkeeping. He wants to be able to, let's say, Arsenal is playing Fulham. We're drawing the match, and instead of us playing to the Arsenal way of playing, we see Ramsdale launching the ball forward. He needs to bring a goalkeeper that can play and build up from the back.
Yes.
That's what he's trying to say.
I think
that was what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I think
basically
he's really right with what he did. He's saying, because he said he's been in journey for just 3 years, and to be able to do some certain things, he didn't have the balls to do it. But now I think to make this call of Ryan and Ramsey, I'm sure he was the one that decided to go for Ramsdale. So I'm sure he's never going to throw Ramsdale.
And they gave him a new contract.
Yes. So I don't think they will throw Ramsdale under the bus.
Definitely.
Arteta will not throw him under the bus. It's just going to be, I'm sure, even the commentators beginning of that Everton match, they said, I'm sure he would have explained to Ramsdale why he's on the bench.
Definitely.
They both have to understand that this is a goalkeeper union and they have to work together.
And there are matches where we would need Raya to start and Ramsdale to start. And definitely, Arsenal fans are expecting Ramsdale to start in the Champions League, and definitely because of the rival against Tottenham.
Yes.
Definitely has to start. Yes. You understand what it means to play for Arsenal in a London derby.
Yes.
You can't, especially when the fact that Tottenham under
Postecoglou.
So it's their new coach, like
Ange.
We'll call him Ange. Like, their form now has been terrific. Their mentality has been good. So you definitely need to
use someone like
Ramsdale. So let's focus now on Arsenal depth. A negative part of the match against Everton would be Martinelli getting injured with
Sure, sure.
hamstring
Yeah.
in the first 25 minutes or
But I
so.
don't think, as you heard Sesu say on under AFTV, he said it doesn't look so serious because he came out working himself without crunches. I think it was just tied up with ice or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of muscular injury. I think within a week or a week and a few days, he's going to be back fit and be able to go for our next.
I mean, which is the good news,
um,
but you have to understand that even with him getting injured, you could see that okay, Trossard came in and gave us the decisive.
I
It
think
shows the squad depth that Arsenal have that obviously we didn't have last season that
Yes.
made us fall short of winning the Premier League.
Yeah, I think that's the real thing I really value in this match, Everton's match, was because the fact that I even felt at the point after the first half, I was like, why didn't he bring Reece Nelson in? Because I saw Reece Nelson against Manchester United. It disturbed Wan Bissaka as much as the way Martinelli did in that match. So like I'm really enjoying what we are seeing from Arsenal. And hopefully, I know it's a slower start to last season, but I'm sure we're going to get into our rhythm and be up there come the last 10 games of the season.
Manchester United, Brighton.
Yeah.
That was an exciting match to watch.
Yes.
The past 3, 4, 5 matches,
Yeah.
Brighton have come on top,
Yeah.
and they came on top again at Old Trafford, Theatre of Dreams.
Yeah, I think it's becoming theater of nightmares because honestly, like looking at what Manchester United have done this season, I think with the signings they've made, I think it's just so unfortunate for them that like they have a lot of injury. Wan Bissaka has joined the injury list. I think it's getting worse for them, and I think Ten Hag as a coach is not, and as a manager to me, I think he's not managing the team properly. The sign situation, I feel like he could have done better in terms of Maguire, Sancho. I think he's been a baby, saying the fact that he needs to apologize to the public before he can go back to the team. So I think he needs to manage the team properly. And Brighton can be a funny team. Brighton you can see them beating West Ham and West Ham beating them at home 3-1, and now they are beating Man U 3-0. And I think that's what we can see from Brighton on and off sometimes. And the fact that we know that they are going to, like Manchester United, they were fearing the worst. You could see what Gary Neville said, that they were fearing the worst from what's going to happen to them before the match started because they know Brighton have this in their locker. And I think that's what they faced.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Then you said something about Brighton being inconsistent. You have to understand that they have a lot of young players, and Dingra, Esiso, a lot of young players. Definitely, you definitely expect inconsistency. And that's why you saw that they came into the Manchester United match with experience.
Yeah.
They started the likes of Welbeck,
Lallana that we've not seen in a while.
Lallana that has not been in the team for a while. So like you could see a lot of experience in that level. And they played through Manchester United. Even though Manchester United play with a diamond for, they tried hard and they kept playing the way they deserve.
And I think that's the issue that we have with Manchester United and the coach. You know how good this Manchester United team is, Brighton team is, and you choose to play diamond. I think for that kind of match, I think Rashford struggled. Haaland struggled because they didn't have a support at the other side of the attack. I think they should have gone with Casemiro, McTominay, and maybe no, not Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, rather than Eriksen, to make a solid midfield and either put Pelestri at the other wing or Garnacho. But none of them started, and I think that's what affected them at the other side, because I noticed that at the far end of the pitch, that is when they conceded all their goals.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Then let's focus on the masterclass from Zerbi. We have to say, 1 year into his manager career in Brighton, you have to say, if you are rating top managers right now in the Premier League, he has to be in the top 3. He has to be in the top 3.
In case Arteta messes up later in the future, Arsenal, please, you need to go for Zerbi. I think it's a good matchup to what Arteta can do and what Arteta has started in Arsenal. I think he's a good coach. He's a very, very good coach. He's up there, very, very up there. And you could see with the 30 goal passes he did, it killed Manchester United. And that's what disappoints me from Manchester United. No pressing, no pressure on the ball, no pressure on the man. And they were passed through to score their second goal. And that's very disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what affects their discipline.
Exactly. Zerbi needs to be given his credit, and is a good coach.
Yeah.
I mean, being under a good institution is a
Yeah.
good coach. United, like you said, Sancho, Mata, Greenwood Mata, Sancho's, Anthony's
Anthony.
Mata. It shows a lot of discipline that they lack right
Yeah.
now on and off the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was having a discussion with one of my friends too, and he said he was worried with Garnacho's attitude towards during the summer, the holidays, and how he did as a professional footballer. Like, yes, we are not saying you have those moments to go and enjoy with your family, enjoy with your girlfriends, and all that. But with the way I saw Garnacho's style during the going for club, drinking a lot, not looking at his, watching out for his body, I think he's going to. Garnacho has the quality to get there up there, but I think that's the issue. You need to
Discipline.
understand the discipline and what it takes to play for
And they
Manchester
have to
United
learn
and a
that from
top club.
and they have to learn that from Bukayo Saka,
Yeah,
to be honest.
a good example is Bukayo Saka. A good example is Emil Smith Rowe. He has that patience. There were times whereby Martinelli Arsenal were looking to loan Martinelli
Yeah.
just because of certain reasons
Yeah.
of discipline, and all these things are what Ateta has brought into the club and changed the perception. I think Manchester need to take learnings from Ateta and Arsenal in order to do better with the discipline.
Yeah, absolutely right. Hopefully Manchester United can kick on their season
Yeah.
come weekend or
Yeah.
during the week in the mid Champions League match.
Yeah.